Welcome back to Weekly Abductions. I'm your host, Sam. I'm going to bring you another... This one is not going to be 3 documents this time. I'm going to do 6 because a couple of them were heavily damaged or just completely redacted. So this one is going to be 5 to 6. But let's jump into it with C055156665. Okay, so this one starts off with received another call from our audience requesting confirmation of reports of identified object fell in the Bolivian territory near Argentina border. Argentine and the Uruguay radio station are reporting on the event more frequently, saying the agents requesting assistance from the U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration in order to determine the nature of what crashed. Argentine sources indicate that the borders with Bolivia had been closed and is soon to reopen. Local Bolivian authorities requested aid from the central government, which reached out to the U.S. to get on the case. The Los Fus newspaper, There is a Great Interest, was the title of that newspaper. In learning about the nature of the fallen object, authorities out of concern cornered off 200 kilometers around the spot where the object crashed. Sorry if I pronounced this wrong, but the mechanical device with a diameter of almost 14 meters, which has already been brought to Traje. Again, apologies if I mispronounced that. Reports quickly spread throughout the surrounding continents. It is a satellite, metallic, or a false alarm. They're still in question of what it potentially was or what had fallen, which ends that document, which was kind of fascinating because some sort of giant object fell because it was 14 meters, and out of fear they closed off like a large area and part of the border in that specific region where it crashed. So that one is a very interesting report. Unfortunately, the next 3 are redacted. So C0551566. It's a intelligence information report, country USSR, and the rest of it has been redacted. And then C0551567. The document was pretty damaged. Like it had, it was like white, and then there was just like a black blur or like kind of spots on it. Like it seemed water damagey or just couldn't like print it. But like it was mostly redacted in the parts that were visible in it. And then C0551568. It's a USSR flying object seen in Shakti area. Again, apologies if I mispronounced that. In the area, then it's redacted, and then it says, this is evaluated information redacted. Attached is a copy of the redacted word formed as received another redacted, a giant redacted box. So that one had little information, but they obviously got something and got a copy of something that was either sent to them or they just came across or found. And C0551569, it was a damaged page and also pretty redacted. So the last one is C0551561, and it was a CIA kind of formed document because it had the Central Intelligence Agency, and then it had like a couple or like boxes in different areas, and then like the paragraph word things. And on this one it said A56066 6 seat 56, and the first part of it said report of an unidentified flying object in early September 1955. We received a letter from redacted. And then as I was trying to go through this one was pretty blurry and very difficult to read. So that's kind of all I got for this one so far, but I will try and dive back into this one and see if I can gain more out of it. It was just definitely pretty difficult. So you might see this last one pop up again if I can kind of enhance it or kind of decipher some of the words from it because the pen kind of bled a lot, and so it was very difficult to read. But I might come back to that one, and that might be the start of the next 3, which would be 4. But that's kind of all the next at least 6 for you guys, minus a couple that were pretty difficult. But thank you for tuning into these. These are kind of interesting to me and could be interesting to you if you guys don't want to go through the 10,000 plus documents that they have on this. I am going to dive into them, or at least the ones that actually have information. We've came across a lot of interesting ones so far. That first one with the report from Argentina was from a previous one, and then they dived back into it, so I'm wondering if that's going to pop back up here again soon. Along with a couple other of the reports that we have seen that tend to kind of like shift away, but then like kind of come back with like some more interesting information. If you want to tune into more of Cool's Paranormal, click the link here. And if you want to see more from Weekly Abductions, click the link right up over this way. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe if you enjoy all the unique and various contents we provide to you guys from a lot of our interests and our different backgrounds and what we are passionate about. Let me know in the comments if you guys actually live in some of these areas and have reports and, I don't know, have come across some of these yourselves, because I'd be kind of curious to hear from that. And then don't forget to switch that notification bell from personalized to all if you want to be updated on all of our up and coming content.